Good morning, children. A very good morning. Today again, I am virtually in front of you with a new topic. I hope you are doing well. Enjoyed your Dasra vacation also. Please complete the assignment, whatever you have left up to now. Please, this week's assignment I should get from everyone, as you have to write a CT for this lesson. So, children, we are dealing the lesson synthetic fibers and plastics. So, up to now, we have learned the introduction of synthetic fibers, as well as in one class you have learned about rayon, in the other class you have learned about nylon. So, the last two synthetic fibers in today's class we are going to complete. Okay, please pay attention and listen the lesson carefully, children. So, coming to the fiber acrylic. So generally, what type of clothes do you wear in winter? You will not give the answer because I'm not in front of you. I'm virtually in front of you. Even though you give the answer, I cannot get back. So, okay, all of us wear clothes which keep our body warm during winter. So, like we use sweaters, shawls, or blankets. Not only that, people feel that all these made up of natural wool. Wool is very expensive and generally it is not affordable and accessible to everyone. So, think how many sheep would be needed to obtain the wool to prepare sweaters for everyone in India. So, all the winter wear nowadays is made up of a synthetic fiber that is acrylic. It resembles similar to your wool. So, children, all the winter wear nowadays is made up of synthetic fiber called acrylic, and it became commercially available in 1941. It looks like a natural wool. So it is generally considered as of artificial wool or fake fur. So other name of acrylic is we can call as artificial wool or fake fur. Acrylic is made from a combination of coal, air, water, oil, and limestone. It is spun by either dry spinning or wet spinning. So, coming to the properties of acrylic, it is warm, soft, light, and flexible. It is resistant to moths and chemicals. And one more point you have to remember that the wool which is obtained from natural source is quite expensive, whereas the clothes made up of acrylic are relatively cheap. So it can be affordable to everyone during winter season. Sir, here acrylic is used in knitted apparels such as socks, sweaters, shawls. It is also used in carpets, blankets, luggage, yarnings, and vehicle covers. So it has found a wide uses in day-to-day life, and that too mostly in winter season. So children, observe and see each and every picture which is related to the uses of acrylic in day-to-day life. Whatever the list I have given, those pictures I have kept here. So coming to the spandex, these spandex is also known as lycra, one more fiber, and this was also invented by DuPont chemist Joseph Shivers in 1959. So coming to the properties of spandex, it has excellent elasticity, which make it suitable for use in clothes that requires snug fitting. So you don't know what is elasticity, just listen the meaning of elasticity. The ability of a material to return to its original shape after it has been stretched or compressed. So that is the meaning for elasticity. So that's the reason where it is used as a snug fitting, children. Okay, now coming to the uses, spandex is used for making swimming costumes. Not only that, this spandex They also mix with other fibers like cotton to get the stretch fabrics, and which in turn is used in making caps as well as t-shirts. So that's all for spandex children. Until now, we have learned the synthetic fibers, how they are different from natural fibers. Not only that, they have their unique nature. That's the reason why we use a wide variety of synthetic fibers in day-to-day life. So coming to the advantages of synthetic fibers, just listen children. Most of the synthetic fibers have good elasticity. Already I have discussed what is meant by elasticity. Most of the fabrics made up of synthetic fibers do not wrinkle easily. Next, fabrics made up of synthetic fibers are generally more durable, less expensive, readily available, easy to maintain. Next, most synthetic fibers can handle heavy loads without breaking. Next comes synthetic fibers absorb less water and dry at a faster rate, and some fibers are even waterproof. So coming to the disadvantages of synthetic fibers, just listen children. Most fabrics made from synthetic fibers require careful ironing as they melt easily. Most fabrics made from synthetic fibers absorbs very little moisture. They become sticky when the body sweats, which makes them uncomfortable to wear in hot weather. Most fabrics made from synthetic fibers catch fire easily. Therefore, it is very dangerous to wear them near a source of fire while working in the kitchen. So not only that, just listen how the synthetic fibers change our everyday life. Synthetic fiber change our everyday life in sense our dressing style. So production and maintenance of natural fibers are very difficult and time taking. So these synthetic fibers are cheaper. They can be dyed in a wide variety of colors, and we are able to mix the synthetic fibers with other fibers. That means we can blend for better clothing. Not only that, these synthetic fibers absorb less water and dry at a faster rate. Some are even waterproof also. They are strong and light in weight. Not only that, synthetic fibers not only used for clothing but also for various things what we are used in day-to-day life. Not only that, today's life without synthetic fiber cannot be imagined. So in this way, we can find both advantages and disadvantages of synthetic fibers, children. Children, I hope you have seen these labels on your collars of your t-shirts or shirts or trousers or frocks. I hope so. Where are washing and ironing also different for synthetic fibers or the clothes made up of synthetic fiber. Have you observed these are labels? So what does they indicate? If you see the first picture, it is mentioned 40 degrees machine wash, warm iron, do not bleach, do not tumble dry, wash and dry dark color separately like that. And if you see the second picture, it is 100% silk, dry clean only, do not bleach like that. When you see the third one, 100% acrylic, the other one is 80% acrylic and 20% wool. Okay, keep away from fire, keep away from fire. So this is all what you have observed. The fourth picture, 100% polyester, hand washing, cold water, do not bleach, lay flat to dry, cool iron if necessary. So these are the things you have to know before washing, whether you wash in the machine or hand washing. Once you have to observe the labels, and these are called laundry label codes which are mentioned on those tags. I hope you have seen on the trousers inside or shirts or frocks. Okay, next time if you don't see, next time when you uh, wear the clothes, once check children. Okay, children? So these are the laundry label codes where you have to remember. Sometimes only symbols will be given. So if a symbol is given, you have to understand what that is meant for. So I have given the symbol as well as what is that meant. So on the inside, the tags, you can find like these labels. Okay, if nothing is mentioned, you have to understand seeing that picture what is mentioned there. Okay, from first one I will go. One is washing water temperature because 60 degrees is given. So wash with sensitive and the short program. That means this is for machine wash. Non-machine washable. That means only the cloth made up of any fabric should be washed only through hand wash. Do not wash. That means you should not wash it. So bleach can be used. So whatever the symbol like this, you have to understand that. So it can be bleach. So do not bleach. Understand the symbols and you have to remember the symbols, children. Dry cleaning. You know your parents. If they wear a silk sarees anyway, party and all, they'll give to dry cleaning only. They will not wash. Your mama or mama wears a saree of a silk saree after marriage. She'll give for dry cleaning. I hope that she cannot wash in the house. Those silk and costly sarees, na? Okay. Do not dry clean. That means fabric or a cloth made up of that with that symbol should not dry clean only. And suitable for dryer. You know, in your washing machine you can find the dryers also. Do not dry with a dryer. Dry horizontally. Dry on a hanger. So you have to understand. One is washing related to bleaching. Now the third line is related to drying concepts. Okay. Now hang without spinning. You know what is meant by spinning? Okay. Where your dhobi will do if anyone's house, if a dhobi washes his clothes, washing the clothes, you can find he'll spin very hard and he drains out all the water from the clothes. Okay, next three related to iron, children. So can be iron with a hot iron, can be iron with a warm iron, do not iron. So this is all the pictures, whatever you have seen with the symbols, is all related to laundry label codes. First line related to wash in the machine, second related to either bleach or dry clean or not for dry clean. The third line related to your dryer only, how to dry the clothes. Okay, and the last three pictures related for ironing the clothes. Please, children, these all symbols. Next time, if you identify on your tags of either from your shirt or trouser or a frock or whatever the girls wear. So once identified, and accordingly, you have to go for washing, either in a machine or a hand wash. Okay, children, I hope you have understood up to here. So, children, today we have learnt about acrylic spandex. On the whole, we have completed the advantages of synthetic fibers and the disadvantages of synthetic fibers. Along with that, we have learnt a few laundry label codes. Okay, with that, I'm going to complete my topic for today. Have a great day, and I expect everyone to watch the video, understand the video, and complete the assignment and share the pictures. Have a good day.